You too can join the fun and conversation here in the studio by tweeting us your questions using the hashtag NorwayChess. I will be keeping an eye on them, and we'll try and feature them on the show. And there you can see Nepomniachtchi is getting ready with the black pieces.
Interesting face expression there.
He does this a lot, doesn't he? It kind of like looks like he's just pondering.
I think you can really write a novel about. I mean, the guy is like, is he bored? Is he nervous? Is he hesitant? Is he calculating a variation? Still thinking whether what Magnus's first move gonna be?
Right, because it's not clear. Magnus
Yes,
has chosen to play e4, d4, and
of course
they tend to kind of fight it out in kind of Grunwalds. Yes, we have to mention something about the classical score between them. Nepo actually has 4 points versus Magnus's 1. And there you can see that there haven't actually been any classical encounters between the other 4 players. But yes, it sounds impressive, but I can tell you 2 of those victories came when they were just children. So it's 2002, 2003. Nepomniachtchi last won their classical game in 2017 at the London Chess Classic. But in 2019, Magnus struck back at the Grand Chess Tour and managed to secure his first ever victory.
Well, this is of course the story between the players all the time, that you have a score and one has nothing to do with the 10 years later play, especially when they are young. But I also read somewhere, I think, that when they were playing in the same group, and then Nepo said, yeah, there's just this Norwegian boy who played quite well. Well, there is this Norwegian boy who plays well. So, but it is that's why they have, I think, a very special relationship from this point of view. And we see that Magnus Carlsen just arrived, taking his seat, and I guess just in a minute they will start immediately the game.
Yeah. There's okay, and he's pressed the clocks.
Let the show begin.
Yes. Oh, I can feel the excitement from here. I can't wait to see what is going to happen. I'm anticipating that I agree with you that Magnus will try to grind out the classical portion. It will probably end in a draw, and then when it comes to the Armageddon match, anything can happen basically.
Yeah, but of course, I think he's not planning for that. He wants to play a good game, and I think the biggest issue for Magnus right now, it's himself. It's not the opponent, because the way he played in the first 3 rounds, he cannot afford that against Nepomniachtchi. So he knows that he should be playing well. So e4, we see on the board e4, so e5, I guess, will be on the board, but for the moment it's hesitation. It's a psychological thinking for a second. And of course, I was expecting e5.
e5, so no knight off from Nepomniachtchi.
No. This is not the time for that, I think. I mean, he's serious about it. He knows that he has to play serious, not necessarily sharpen out things, but just play healthy.
So you think a Petrov will be on the board after
I
knight
don't
f3,
think so. No.
knight f6?
No, he's going to play knight c6.
Okay.
And that's what we are having. And I'm curious whether bishop e5 or bishop c4.
I reckon maybe bishop c4.
Bishop c4, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I think too.
Nope.
Bishop b5.
Bishop b5.
Great.
Okay. So will we see the Berlin defense with knight f6?
Yeah, the wall.
On the board. Uh-oh. One always feels kind of like trepidation now when you see a Berlin defense, because you always think, oh no, will they